Hi, welcome back to Knowledge Over Grades. I am your favorite math coach, Latrell Jackson, and today we're going to be talking about basic multiplication rules and tips. So the first rule for multiplying is multiplying by zero. So this rule says that anything multiplied by zero is zero. So if we have 2 times zero, that gives us zero. If we have 10 times zero, we're going to get zero. If we have 2,500 times 0. That gives us 0 too, okay? So anything times 0 is just 0. That's it. All right, so our next rule is multiplying by 1. And anything multiplied by 1 is itself. So let's say we have 4 times 1. That's going to give us 4, okay? Because 4 times 1 is itself. 4 times 1 is 4. How about 25 times 1? That gives us 25. And how about 476 times 1? That's going to give us 476. Okay, so now we have a rule for multiplying by 11. N times 11. N meaning any number. So everything 1 through 9 multiplied by 11 becomes a 2-digit number of itself. Okay, anything. So let's have 2 times 11. That's going to give us 22. Okay, so we're talking about 1 through 9, right? Let's have 6 times 11, and that gives us 66. All right, one more. 9 times 11. That gives us 99. Okay, so for multiplying by 10, n times 10, anything multiplied by 10 is itself with a 0 at the end. Okay, so anything now. 7 times 10 is 7 with a 0 at the end, which is 70, right? Okay, how about 14 times 10? All right, so we got 14. We got 14 with a 0 at the end. So that ends up being 140, right? Okay, let's do 576 times 10. So that's going to give us 576 with a 0 at the end. Okay, so that ends up being 5,760. All right, so that's the rule for multiplying by 10, put a 0 at the end. Next rule is for multiplying by multiples of 10. All right, so when I say multiples of 10, I mean 10, which is 10 times 1, 20, which is 10 times 2, 30, 10 times 3, 40, 10 times 4, and so on. Okay, so the number 1, 2, 3, and 4 is the number that's giving you the multiple of 10 because you're multiplying that by 10. All right, so what's the rule? Hide the 0 and act like you're multiplying by the single digit. So we're talking about these numbers here, these multiples of 10. You're going to hide the 0 and act like you're multiplying by the single digit, and then write the 0 at the end of the product, okay, when you're done. So let's try it. Let's do 4 times 20. Okay, so we're going to hide the 0 and act like we're just multiplying by 4 times 2. So 4 times 2 is 8, right? And now we can put the 0 back, 80. All right, how about 6 times 50? All right, so we're going to hide the 0, act like it's not there, and do 6 times 5. 6 times 5, you know, is 30, and then we can put the 0 back there. That gives us 300. Okay, 6 times 50 is 300. One more. So let's do 12 times 80. Okay, so let's hide the 0 and do 12 times 8. 12 times 8 is 96. And then we put the 0 at the end. So 12 times 80 is 960. Okay, and last but not least, we have a rule for multiplying by powers of 10. So the last one was multiples of 10. Here we have powers of 10. So this is when we raise our 10 to an exponent, all right? So we have 10 to the first power, which is just 10. 10 to the second power is 100, and that's actually 10 times 10, okay? So the second power means that we're multiplying the base twice. And 10 to the third power is 1000, which is the same as 10 times 10 times 10. So we multiply 10 three times to get 1000. And 10 to the fourth power is 10 multiplied four times to get 10,000. Okay? So let's read what the rule is. The rule says hide the zeros and act like you're multiplying by 1. Then write the zeros from the original power of 10 at the end of the product. Sounds pretty easy. We're just multiplying by 1, right? Okay. So let's do 11 times 100. Okay. So we're just multiplying by 1, right? Hide the zeros. 11 times 1 is 11. Yes. Now we can add the zeros. 1, 2. We add two zeros, we put them back. So now we have 1100 or 1100. Okay. Not too bad. How about 6 times 1000? So we're going to do 6 times 1, which is 6, and then put the zeros. We had 3 zeros, so we put 3 zeros back there. So 6 times 1000 is 1000. Let's do a trickier one. Let's do 82 times 10,000. All right. So once again, we're multiplying the first number by 1, and we're hiding all the other zeros. So 82 times 1 is 82. And now we're going to write all the zeros behind 82. So we have 4 zeros, so let's write 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we always write a comma right after 3 digits. So we got 3 zeros and we write a comma. So that's going to be 820,000. That's what our answer is, 820,000. Okay. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. And our next video is going to be about how to use your fingers to quickly find multiplication facts for your nines, okay? You may have heard about this, and I'm going to remind you of how it works. All right, and don't forget to download your multiplication table. Right in the description below, there is a link, and you can go ahead and download it and start using it to help you remember your multiplication facts. And don't forget to watch my last video where I explained how multiplication works and what the definition is. And then my video before that was on the box method, using that to multiply 3-digit numbers. See you in my next video. Bye.